Ah, Waluigi. This lanky purple menace first showed up in 2000's Mario Tennis on the N64 and has wrought havoc across the Mario universe ever since. From his uncertain origins to his newfound cult status among gaming fans, here are some of the ins and outs of Nintendo's most controversial villain.
Waluigi, yeah.
The meaning of a name. The similarities between Luigi and Waluigi are obvious. They're both tall and skinny, for one. Both rock a cap with the letter L scrawled on it, though Waluigi prefers that L upside down, of course. But perhaps the most obvious connection between the two is their names. So just what is the meaning of the wa in Waluigi? Well, wa is actually clipped from the beginning of the Japanese word warui, which roughly translates as bad. So Waluigi literally means bad Luigi, just as Wario means bad Mario. You can't have a good guy without a Wa guy. His cult following. Thanks in part to a dedicated web following, Waluigi has risen from the ranks of C-list Mario family member to one of the franchise's most popular characters, seemingly overnight. Waluigi's followers, who often create memes, fan art, and videos in his honor, were even responsible for a recent Change.org petition to recognize Waluigi as a worldwide religion. These kinds of things tend to come and go, and there's no guarantee that he'll be quite as popular in a year's time as he is now. For the moment, though, it's Waluigi's world, and we're all just living in it. His voice actor. No video game series has provided Charles Martinet quite as much work as the Mario franchise, since we first heard him speak in Super Mario 64 in the mid-90s.
It's me, Mario! Hello!
Martinet has voiced Mario in pretty much every Super Mario game, including Mario Party, Mario Kart, Mario Tennis, and plenty more, when he gets a spare moment. But that's not all. In addition to voicing Luigi and Wario, he provides the voice of that big purple weirdo, Waluigi. Martinet has embraced his strangest role as the character's popularity has exploded, even going so far as to voice his own desire for Nintendo to finally release a standalone Waluigi title. Always the bridesmaid. Yeah, you heard right. While the Mario franchise might be chock full of spin-offs and side adventures, Waluigi himself has never been given a chance to steal the spotlight. He's appeared in dozens of Mario titles over the years, and has even teamed up with his partner Wario in some of the latter's own stories. But he's never been anything much more than a minor villain or sidekick. That means no Super Waluigi Brothers, no Waluigi Tennis, and no Waluigi Kart. Frankly, it's an injustice. Picking up the slack. Some fans, however, have taken matters into their own hands. Sea of Greed, a pirate adventure game starring Waluigi, garnered an immediate following on Reddit, with around 65 developers volunteering to contribute to the finished product. The details may have changed slightly since the project's inception, with Waluigi becoming a guy named Wally Gladstone for copyright reasons, for example, but the game's original purpose remains, to prove that Waluigi is popular enough to helm his own title. Snubbed. Nintendo passing on a Waluigi solo title is one thing, but it's another for him to be left out of other games in the Mario series. Unfortunately, it happens more often than you'd think. Perhaps most shockingly, Waluigi has never been a playable character in the Super Smash Bros. Series. He's cameoed as a challenge reward trophy in a few titles, and can even be summoned to help the player in others, but he's never once shown up as an option on the character select screen. Plenty of room for Solid Snake, though. Waluigi was also famously snubbed from the Mario Kart 7 roster, despite the game featuring his Waluigi pinball course, so his fans responded by modding him into the game. A surprising origin. Although Wario, Waluigi's counterpart, was designed by Nintendo game designer Hiroji Kiyotake, the company actually had no hand in Waluigi's creation whatsoever. No, we have the team at game developer Camelot to thank for gracing us with his existence. During development on Mario Tennis for the Nintendo 64, Camelot found themselves at a loss after realizing that Wario had no obvious partner to team up with for doubles matches. Since Mario was paired with Luigi, it seemed natural that the latter should receive his very own nemesis. Waluigi was born, and the rest is history. International Waluigi Day. That's right, April 1st doesn't belong to just the fools, it also happens to be International Waluigi Day. How he quite managed to secure his own holiday isn't entirely clear, but judging by the day of the calendar it falls on, it wouldn't be outrageous to assume that there's been some internet-based horseplay at work here. And why not? His fans have been increasingly vocal about the many qualities of their favorite character over the last couple of years, and what better way to raise awareness than to gift him his very own special day? Don't try telling us he doesn't deserve it.